I just want to rise in support of the Fatah Amendment and thank him very much for submitting it this morning. I think, like everyone has already said, our thoughts and prayers are with those family members who have lost someone, the people who have been injured, and everyone who had to go through last night's disaster. And I will concur, we have no idea what happened, and I think a very thorough and excellent investigation will be done, and there are lots of possible causes. It's very important that we find that out. But whether there had been an accident last night or not, it would have been the right thing to do to restore this funding to Amtrak. This is not the only accident we've experienced in recent times. Some of them are on passenger rail. Some of them last year, as you may recall, a freight rail accident in Lac-Mégantic, which is just across the border in Quebec from my district. 47 people were killed in that accident, and it was not unrelated to the great increase in freight traffic we have now with very volatile substances traveling around the country, many of them coming through states like mine, where safety standards aren't high enough, rail beds aren't sufficient to deal with the amount of traffic, and we don't have positive train control and some of the things that would help us out. My state is also home to Amtrak, and we have a rapidly growing passenger ridership on the train. We're the end of the Amtrak line. We're very proud to have this extension, but there has never been enough funding to adequately ensure the safety of those passengers. And I feel very confident that whether this accident was caused by the rail bed or operator error or anything else, when I'm back with my constituents, they will say, can you assure that rail safety is enough to take care of our families? So it is absolutely our responsibility today to address the concerns that we're going to hear right away about this accident, about the other accidents. Last year, over 800 people were killed in rail accidents. They weren't all like last night. Sometimes they're about the crossing. Sometimes they're about a whole variety of other things. But not supporting our infrastructure at the level that we know we should, whether it's passenger rail or taking care of our bridges, is a total, in my opinion, dereliction of our duty, and we're expected to address it. I understand we have to go about different ways of finding offsets or funding, and we could talk about that and have very eloquently already this morning. But our constituents don't want to hear us go home and say, my hands were tied. It was the sequester. It was the law of the land. I'm waiting for the president. We're Congress. The law of the land is also the law we create, we approve, we change. And I may be relatively new to this process, but I'm not new to understanding the importance of government and what people expect us to do. And they expect us, for economic reasons and safety reasons and cultural reasons, to take care of their safety, to build the infrastructure that we need. And I think this is critically important to support so that our constituents understand that we have these families and we have everyone's future in their mind. Thank you. I yield back.